Title: The Birth of Dronacharya, the sage who became a warrior. 1. A celestial beginning. In the mystical epoch of ancient India, when divinity and humanity intermingled, the hermitage of sage Bharadwaja stood nestled amidst dense forests and towering mountains. This ashram wasn't just a spiritual sanctuary, but a hub of ethereal occurrences. One fateful day, while meditating by the river Ganges, Bharadwaja was privy to a heavenly sight. The divine Apsara Gartachi, bathing under a cascading waterfall, her beauty shimmering under the sun's rays. The purity of the moment, combined with the allure of Gartachi, awakened dormant emotions in the sage. As he tried to grapple with this newfound sensation, a vase or draw he was holding brimmed with a potent energy, which materialized into a radiant child. News of this miraculous birth spread across forests, mountains, and kingdoms. The child, a blend of divine beauty and human emotion, was destined to greatness, named Drona after the vessel of his origin. Whispers of his purpose and potential echoed in every corner of the ashram. He wasn't just a child, but a harbinger of change. 2. The young sage. Under the shade of ancient trees and amidst the harmonious symphonies of the ashram, young Drona was a keen learner. Every dawn saw him absorbing tales of valor, wisdom, and morality taught by the venerable sages, with Bharadwaja himself imparting the essence of life and existence. But it was the art of archery that truly fascinated Drona. From twigs and vines, he crafted his first bow and arrow. His intuitive understanding of the craft was remarkable. He wouldn't just aim and shoot, he'd feel the wind's direction, sense the target's heartbeat, and visualize the trajectory before releasing the arrow. Elders often narrated tales of Drona's unparalleled skills. In one such tale, a crow, cawing incessantly and disturbing the ashram's peace, perched on a distant tree. Drona, with his handcrafted bow, aimed and, with impeccable precision, silenced the crow without harming it. Such was the brilliance of this young sage, whose reputation soon began to echo beyond the ashram boundaries. 3. The power of penances. As Drona's skills matured, so did his aspirations. Tales of Parashurama, the warrior sage who decimated evil with his axe, and who was said to have knowledge of divine weaponry, kindled a fire in Drona. Eager to be his disciple, Drona ventured to seek Parashurama. Journeying through treacherous terrains and dense forests, Drona underwent numerous trials. On one occasion, confronted by a ferocious bear, instead of using violence, Drona calmed the beast with a simple mantra, showcasing his profound spiritual knowledge. After months, Drona finally reached the abode of Parashurama. Without hesitation, he prostrated, showcasing his humility. However, Parashurama, testing Drona's determination, ignored him. Undeterred, Drona sat in deep meditation, letting the elements batter him, showcasing his resilience. Weeks turned into months, but Drona's perseverance finally bore fruit. Parashurama, impressed by his unwavering spirit, not only taught him archery, but imbued in Drona the wisdom of the Astra's weapons guided by mantras. 4. The arrival of Arjuna. Time's relentless march brought Drona to the opulent courtyards of Hastinapur, where he was entrusted with the sacred duty of educating the young Kuru princes. Amongst them, one stood out, Arjuna. Drona and Arjuna shared an inexplicable bond. Each sunrise saw them practicing, each sunset saw them reflecting. Chimes set by Drona were complex shooting arrows through revolving rings, hitting targets concealed by mirages, and much more. One winter morning, as frost covered the land, Drona created a maze of mirrors. The challenge was to pierce a target only visible in reflection, while others were confounded by the optical illusions. Arjuna, recalling the lessons of focus and perception, struck the target flawlessly, solidifying his place as Drona's favorite. 5. The Guru's tests. As years rolled by, Drona felt the need to test his students' adaptability. In an orchestrated challenge, he conjured an enchanted well, with waters that receded when approached. Each prince tried and failed to draw water. However, it was the humble and diligent Yudhishthira, understanding the lesson behind the task, who used his bow and arrow to fetch the water, proving that sometimes thinking outside of conventional norms is the answer. Yet, Drona's ultimate test was emotional, not physical. He instructed his pupils to capture a formidable foe, his own son, Ashwathama. Princes faltered, but Drona's lessons on strategy, teamwork, and adaptability eventually led to his son's symbolic capture, teaching them the essence of sacrifice and the significance of a Guru's command. 6. Drupada's humiliation and revenge. Behind Drona's wisdom and serenity lurked a past marred by betrayal. His childhood friend, King Drupada, once promised to share half his kingdom with Drona, but upon ascending the throne, Drupada's arrogance grew, and he shunned Drona, deeming him unworthy. Betrayed and hurt, Drona used the Kuru princes to subdue Drupada, teaching him a lesson in humility. However, this act sowed seeds of vengeance in Drupada's heart. Determined to birth the warrior capable of annihilating Drona, Drupada performed a great sacrifice, leading to the birth of Drishtadyumna, Drona's destined slayer. 7. The Kurukshetra conundrum. Years passed, and the political landscape of India transformed. Allegiances shifted, and what began as a simple rift between the Kuru cousins grew into a chasm, leading to the eve of the Great War of Kurukshetra. Drona's position was an enigma. On one side, he had his beloved pupil, Arjuna, the very epitome of his teachings. On the other, he owed allegiance to the throne of Hastinapur and Duryodhana, who now sat upon it. Conflict wasn't just between two factions, but within the very soul of Dronacharya. As conch shells heralded the commencement of the war, Drona, chosen as the commander-in-chief of the Kaurava army, vowed to fight till his last breath. His prowess was evident. Like a tempest, he tore through the Pandava ranks, drawing upon every ounce of his skill and knowledge. However, the real battle was internal. Each arrow he loosed against the Pandavas weighed heavily on his conscience. When he faced Bhima and Arjuna, his heart wavered. The memories of their training sessions, their shared laughter and trials, flashed before his eyes. Every day on the battlefield, Dronacharya grappled with the dichotomy of duty versus affection. This chapter paints the poignant image of a mentor torn between duty and love, demonstrating that real battles are often fought within one's heart and mind. 8. The downfall of a legend. As days turned into nights and nights into days, the war raged on, painting Kurukshetra red. Drona's strategies seemed insurmountable. However, the Pandavas, aware that confronting Drona directly was futile, sought a different approach. Krishna, always a strategist, devised a plan to exploit Drona's sole vulnerability. His son, Ashwathama, Bhima, in the heat of battle, loudly proclaimed the death of an elephant named Ashwathama. This cunning play on words reached Drona's ears, shattering his spirit. Believing his son had perished, seeking confirmation, Drona approached Yudhishthira, the one warrior known never to lie. Yudhishthira, torn between righteousness and victory, ambiguously confirmed Ashwathama's death, adding a whisper that the creature was an elephant. Dejected, a heartbroken Dronacharya laid down his weapons and was slain by Drishtadyumna, fulfilling the prophecy. Chapter portrays the tragic flaw of even the mightiest their emotions. It speaks volumes on the lengths one might go to secure victory, even if it means blurring the lines of morality. 9. Legacy of a warrior sage. The demise of Dronacharya left an indelible mark on both the Pandavas and the Kauravas. While one faction rejoiced, the other mourned. Yet, the entire arena, friends and foes alike, paid homage to the great teacher. But Drona's legacy was not confined to the battlefield. Long after the war, tales of his wisdom, his teachings, and his sacrifice were sung by bards across the lands. His lessons, both of warfare and life, were passed down through generations. Arjuna, in particular, was a living testament to Drona's teachings. Every arrow he loosed, every decision he made, bore the mark of his beloved Guru. Bhagavad Gita, a discourse between Krishna and Arjuna, was, in many ways, a culmination of Drona's teachings on duty, righteousness, and the eternal soul. Chapter underlines the fact that physical existence is temporary. The impact one leaves behind can resonate for eternity. Drona's life, filled with highs and lows, successes and failures, joys and sorrows, serves as a guiding star for all who seek a path of righteousness amidst life's myriad challenges. 10. Reflections and morals. As time flows, stories from the past tend to become legends, and legends turn into myths. Yet, some tales, like that of Dronacharya, remain relevant, teaching us invaluable lessons. His life reminds us of the impermanence of human existence and the timeless nature of the soul. His trials teach us perseverance, his victories show the fruits of hard work, and his failures remind us of the fragility of life and the pitfalls of human emotions. In his story, we learn about the paramount importance of a guru, mentor, in shaping our lives. We understand the depth of knowledge and the sacrifices required to attain it. Through his dilemmas, we are taught about the eternal conflict between duty and personal bonds. In essence, Dronacharya's life is a mirror, reflecting universal human experiences and emotions. By understanding his journey, we are better equipped to navigate complex tapestry of our own lives, making choices that resonate with our inner truth and moral compass. Thus, the legend of Dronacharya, while rooted in the distant past, continues to illuminate the path for future generations, urging them to seek knowledge, uphold righteousness, and above all, remain true to oneself. Dronacharya's tale, spanning his early years, his achievements, dilemmas, and legacy, offers profound insights into the human psyche and the eternal struggle between right and wrong. Through this detailed exploration, readers, young and old, are prompted to introspect, derive lessons, and apply them to their lives. The end. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the next piece. Please give a like and subscribe. Thanks.